We thought we'd hop on real quick and share with you.
How to get into the heart, how to open the heart, how to be in your heart space, right? You hear that all the time. What does that mean? Um, and we were talking, and I instantly had a heart opener exercise that I've used before in the past, and I wanted to share it. I actually have I think I have two that came through, but we'll see if we have time. Um, so the first one is one I learned a long time ago from an old teacher, and she taught me that I was too much in my head. I was always in my head, Diane. Imagine that. Um, and it was kind of like, well,
There's hope for everybody.
how do I get in my heart? Right. How do I do that? I don't understand. That was my journey. I don't understand. And she taught me this beautiful exercise. I wanted to share it very quickly. And I typically do it with my eyes closed, but it's not something you have to do. And it's something I actually use my hands to do also. It's kind of a physical movement from the head down to the heart, getting into the heart and out of the mind. And she would have me imagine that up in my forehead, and this is how I learned it, and this is what worked for me. In my forehead, I would envision this tiny little person, this little tiny version of me who would I would speak to beautifully. Hello, how are you? I know you're in your thoughts today. I know that there's a lot going on. Let's get to a better place. And I would imagine a little trap door opening in my forehead. And then I would see this little version of myself walking down my forehead, down my nose, over the peak, under my chin. And I would just see myself walking and walking and walking right into my heart area. And then I would just take that breath. It's kind of like it's time to enter the heart. And I would allow myself to open a door there. And then that tiny little version of me would walk into my heart space. And I always, it's so funny. I always would envision myself going to close that door with two hands, and I would pull it shut and like hold it shut with all my might so that I could stay in my heart space. And I
Mm.
would be able through that process to let go of my thoughts. I was so focused on what I was doing. And then once I received myself in my heart space, I would be able to explore. And every time I would get there, I would see it bigger, or I'd have different symbols come in, or experiences and feelings come in. And it was just this beautiful, quick way of how do I get from, like, I physically need to do this. This is how I do it. I'm a thinker. I'm not so much the feeler. And I just wanted to share that quick little exercise of holding myself in my physicality within my heart space. It's just one way to look at it. I know it sounds so
Love it.
silly, but
It
it really,
doesn't.
really
No,
worked.
it's that's such a beautiful tool, and you can do that with children too.
Oh, yeah.
Explore that with and share with other people, and I love that, especially for people who are, and most people are in their heads a lot. Uh, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
The one that popped in for me, and I'll just share quickly too. It's more of a feeling one. Um, but if you place one or both hands right over the center of your chest, and you can close your eyes if you want to, it always helps me to just kind of get into my body, get into my heart space more. And just first, just feel, see if you can feel and connect with your heart beating. And what an amazing gift that is, right? The heart is beating, it's keeping us alive, it's pumping oxygen through our veins and our arteries, releasing carbon dioxide out of our bodies, and dropping your awareness right into the center of your chest, right into that beautiful sacred space. And perhaps you see or feel a color that radiates heart qualities of love and joy and peace. Perhaps it's an image, it could be a flower, it could be a loved one or the sun, whatever comes to you that feels loving and joyful and peaceful. Just feeling into that, seeing it, knowing that your heart holds all of those beautiful emotions and qualities, and just almost as if you had nostrils attached to the center of your chest, just feeling into drawing the breath right into your sacred heart center. And then exhaling out those imaginary nostrils in the center of your chest, exhaling out into the world, this those qualities of love and peace and joy and calmness, compassion, contentment, because in this moment all is well. And you can
So
do this at any time. Helps you to fall asleep, helps you to get out of the head, helps you to get in the body, helps you to, stay, come back to your essence. When you find that you're maybe in the loop of fear and worry or anxious thoughts, it's a reminder. It's first awareness and then a reminder to come back to your heart space, because the heart knows. The mind thinks it knows, but the heart knows truth.
uh, expansion, right? That's what we're here for. Getting into our bodies, getting comfortable with our senses, opening our hearts, and just helping each other every day. We help ourselves first, and then we help the next person next to us.
Right.
Yeah, and these are all great, great, great ways to get with ourselves and then to start helping others.
Yeah, thanks for listening,
you.
everyone. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, the Soul Light Collective. We're bringing in, spirituality every day, just common people connecting with their spirituality in different ways, and sharing the love. We'll see you in the next one, and please leave a comment or topic idea for us, because we would love to have your feedback. So take care.